Still today, I bleed the same old color and I cough up honest chunks of myself on the same old sidewalks. You see, the poets around here, they don't write much anymore. Instead, they clench these handfuls of dollar bills and they throw dice against the drugstore's brick wall. A couple of blocks over, there's this girl that I used to know real well. She used to bring me to tears with a written word. She would pass me these folded up little sheets of notebook paper when I was on my smoke breaks at work. The pages that she handed me would collect these images that I thought she'd somehow scraped from the insides of my skullbone. The last time I'd spoken to her, she'd been out of work for about a year and a half, and she smiled at me with a mouthful of off-white teeth through these thick strands of black hair that she twisted around into messy dreadlocks. She said she hadn't written anything in forever. She said a few weeks earlier she started running around with one of the guys that shot dice up behind the drugstore, and she hadn't thought about poetry in forever until she came across something that I'd written on the internet. She told me the guy's name, but I don't remember it. It's something like John or Jimmy, I don't know, but it's not Joey. You see, Joey, he's this old drinking buddy of mine. He used to live over on the south side, and he was an unsung artist. He was always up to his elbows in paint. Joe could throw a scene across a canvas like nobody that you'd ever met. Between pieces, he would shuffle through stacks of these index cards that I wrote poems on. And with tears in his eyes and paper cuts on the inside of his arms, he never understood why nobody around here ever wrote anything anymore. The last time we talked, it was early in the afternoon, the day after my ex dumped me. You know, the X with the capital E and the capital X. It was only a few hours before Joey went to sleep in his car with the garage door shut and the engine running. I was at home emptying pens and feeling bad over a broken heart, and he went without a word and painted the world a different shade with his final act on something. And here I am, on these October nights when the sun goes down a little bit later, in a town full of ex-girlfriends, paper cuts, twisted, messy dreadlocks, and poets who forgot how to write for the want of a set of worn-out dice. There's been so much blurring and shifting in a handful of years, so much forgotten and fallen asleep in cars. But today, still, I bleed the same old color, and I cough up honest chunks of myself on the same old sidewalks.